Orleans Saints.
I don't know. I just meh. This is the whole division. Just for me is meh. I mean,
Yeah,
I do love Chris Olave. Chase Young's great. I like their additions are great, but I don't feel Derek Carr at this point in his career is really capable of carrying a team to the playoffs or a Super Bowl run. So I don't feel like I'm not feeling a dog, you know. I'm not no disrespect to them. I like the Saints. I'm not feeling it this year.
I think the reason why no one's high on the Saints isn't because of what they like with their key additions versus key losses. I think it's the fact that they just don't have the money to spend on anyone.
they haven't for years.
Yeah. They're still paying Drew Brees like an insane amount of money. I do like what they like their key additions. Those are really good key additions, but like, and you get rid of
quarterback this year, I think.
I would say that probably is the best route, but then like you look at it and it's probably two, maybe three good quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Like we'll have to see like who comes out of nowhere and whatnot, but
they could trade for Malik Willis.
I'm not too high on the Saints. I want to see the Saints do well. I want to see Derek Carr be able to do well, but I don't think that's going to be happening.
They just like I feel like ever since we started doing this podcast, we've done these previews for like several years in a row now. I've lost track of how many. Literally, I feel like I'm repeating myself every single year that this team just does not have a plan. Every single time, like they keep, like this year they kept it to a minimum, only signed Chase Young and Willie Gay. But like they keep like these vets on the roster and just like they refuse to do like a full-on rebuild. So then, like they compete like first or second in the division. They have no chance of doing any more than that. And they're just stuck in this middle ground where they go like 9-8 or 8-9 every year, and they're not picking high enough to get a quarterback. They're just in the middle and just stuck here. So eventually they just need to fall apart and tank, but this division's so bad this year might not be the year for that. They might actually accidentally stumble their way into winning this division and being sacrificed in the first round of the playoffs.
Well, if you look at their like draft picks over the past couple of years, they're addressing key positions, so they're at least doing that. And by the time that those guys are up for contracts, most of the salary that they're owed that's not on the roster will be gone by then. So then they'll be able to load up on paying these guys, keep the team around a little bit. So I think that's their plan, but it just long-term failure.
They only had 2 early picks, so like they couldn't even address much in the draft. But that being said, I do like what they did in the draft. Kool-Aid McKinstry especially was a steal in the second round. So that's gonna be huge for their secondary. Like if they had anyone to rush the passer at all besides Chase Young, like I feel like their defense could actually be pretty solid because they got a good back end.
Lattimore is still there, right?
Yeah,
I was just about to ask that.
They have good corners now with Kool-Aid McKinstry in there. They have
their linebackers are good, right?
Yeah, their linebackers are really good. That's the strength of the team.
Yeah, Demario Davis, Willie Gay.
Yeah.
Pete Werner.
Yeah, Pete Werner's good too. So, like, I mean, they're loaded at linebacker at least.
Yeah.
So defense won't be too bad. I think it's going to be the play of the offense, and Dennis Allen is one of the hottest seats right now.
Oh, he's probably if we got to talk about it, he's probably on his way out.
Yeah.
Unless he wins everything.
Yeah.
I mean,
and let's
that is entirely possible.
The offensive line is really bad. They had to flop, which is going to help, but it's still one of the worst lines in the NFL. And Kamara has yet to make it through a full season in a while, so that's
he was suspended last year for being a bad boy, right?
Yeah,
for being a bad boy. Yep.
So he's a good boy this year.
He's been good so far.
Good boys get rewards.
Hey, let's not jinx it now because we're still in July here, so he could still manage to get suspended before the year starts.
Who knows?
Next
Yeah, one more
team.
offseason to be good.